one of the things that that firm, it was a Swiss bank really, that didn't work out so well with them is we were taught when I got in the business early on, predominantly when I was at Lehman with the Shafroffs. But the point is, a lot of these banks think that you bring in a client and you're charging him a fee to manage his money. And the payout is, I'm just going to use 50%. Most of the firms are paying less than that these days, but at 50%. So for every dollar you bring in, you're getting 50 cents and the firm's getting the other 50 cents. And I once told one of these Swiss bankers that I'm paying you the 50%. You're not paying me the 50%. And that's kind of a philosophy that I've adopted, instilled at Lehman Brothers, but I've kept that philosophy. And the good firms, I think, the firms you want to work in, look at it as you are bringing that revenue in, and they attribute the revenue to you, and they're happy to pay you whatever they're paying, because they're not really paying you, you're paying them to use their platform, so to speak. So with that in mind, relative to staying in the industry, so the clients belong to you. If they don't belong to you, you're doing something wrong. So most of my clients have moved with me from whatever firm I've moved. Some of the private equity, I couldn't move over from JP Morgan, but the great majority have moved. And even though JP Morgan is a fantastic name, Wells Fargo is equally as substantial a name and with a balance sheet and significant assets. So it wasn't a real horrible effort to convince people to come over, especially with the access to senior management that I have here. But you must have a relationship with your clients. And I'm finding, maybe it's generational, gotten a little older, that whether it's emails or texts or whatever the communication is, I find that people are not as engaged with people, whether it's their wife, whether it's their kids, whether it's their client. And that lack of engagement creates the opportunity to not have a real relationship and therefore not really own that client, own that relationship. So the question was, how do you maneuver in this industry these days? I don't like the cookie cutter kind of attitude that every client walks in and you do the exact same portfolio analysis and place them in the same, whether it's mutual funds or whatever you're doing. Not a lover of that, or an ETF model. I want to understand that client, and I want to give him something that differentiates me from what he can get really on the computer from some kind of platform, someplace without any human interaction. So I think AI is going to replace a lot of people that are not engaged with their clients, either AI or something else. Right. The point is that engagement is the key to your success. And if you don't like people and you prefer playing games on your telephone, I think maybe this is not the right profession for you.
I think you're so right, Nathan. I think we'll often get the question from financial advisors I'm dealing with, well, how do I know my clients will move with me? My answer is always the same. How engaged are you with your clients? They're working for you. They're not working because you're at Merrill Lynch, UBS, Wells Fargo, any of the firms involved, Morgan Stanley. They're working because it's you, with them because it's you. You're the differentiator. If you're not, you shouldn't make a move because they're not going to go with you unless you're engaged with them.